everybody, this is Mystic, and welcome back to my library. This is episode 11 of Let's Play Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc, and just want to throw it out there. If I look exhausted today, I'm actually not. I'm just not wearing makeup. I just couldn't deal with putting makeup on today. It is so hot outside, and my eyes are bothering me. Like, I have really light sensitive eyes, and that's why I'm wearing my Gunners today, because they're not happy with my photo lights and everything right now. So kind of a mess right now, but it's okay because we're gonna have fun in Danganronpa. So yeah, I'm not tired. I actually slept really well. I'm just not wearing makeup, and concealer does wonders for dark circles, which every single mom in the universe has, and I am one of them. Anyway, let's continue. We're about to start the second trial. So let's see what happens.
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The class trial.
Yay.
You remember where to meet, right?
Yep.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Okie dokie.
See you soon.
Okay. Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. I guess I don't have a choice. Thanks for giving me a choice, game. The red door, it's right through there. I mean, I obviously don't have to save right now. I literally just started, but this time around, I'm gonna make sure that I save often. Like, often. During the trial, because last time I was really bad at that. What was I going to say? Oh, by the way, if anybody commented on actually the last two, I'm like trying to pre-record a little bit right now. So this is actually going to be Wednesday's episode for this week. But it's only Monday. So I'm pre-recording a bunch of stuff. So I have not seen comments for the last two episodes. So that's 9 and 10. So if you commented on those, I'm not ignoring you. I haven't seen them yet because you guys are in the future. Yes. Here we go. There's less people in this room right now. Ahem! So, is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind, or are we missing someone? We are? Oh, are we missing... Toko. Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is... You really don't remember?
Come on.
Kidding! I'm just kidding. How can I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. Okay, so I feel like the game is pointing us to Toko as the person, as the perpetrator of this crime. I think she's too obvious. I said this, I know I said this earlier. I know I said that Byakuya was too obvious, but I actually think it's Byakuya. He's studying way too much about about Genocide Jack, and we did notice that Genocide Jack always kills with scissors, and Chihiro was killed with a blunt object. I think Byakuya was actually trying to copycat, but then somehow screwed up and is trying to pin it on Toko for some reason. Like, because Toko does have multiple personality disorder, but that doesn't mean that she's Genocide Jack, right? Maybe? We'll see. He reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible. You're terrible. Woo. So now everyone's here, right? Okay then. Hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. That's the other thing. I feel like he took control of this investigation way too much. Like, almost like he's trying... Because he took me away from the crime scene pretty abruptly. I'm wondering if he was trying to hide something. It's clear that she was killed in the boys' locker room. I'm still not sure how she got in there, or why she was in there, but it's clear that that's where she was. So... I don't know. We'll see. I think it was a guy that did it, though. It's not Toko. Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. Kyoko is always in the back. I never see her. Alright, so am I supposed to talk to people? I gave you plenty to work with. Show us how far your logic can take you. Yeah, it's you, maybe. I just don't think it's Toko. She's too obvious. Okay, good talk. There is something odd about Toko's behavior, you think? I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it. Yeah, I mean, I do think that she does have multiple personality disorder, but that doesn't mean it's her. I guess there wasn't much help at all of this, huh?
Hey, come on.
Fucking Toko, man. What's got her so worked up? Yeah, I don't know.
Shall we go?
Well, in a minute.
How very sad.
Miss Fujisaki, I must admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Of course, just the idea of 3D makes me cringe. Uh-huh. I don't know why the killer did what they did, but I'm sure it'll work itself out. Justice always prevails, right, bro? I'm your bro now? Okay.
Well then.
I will uncover the villain who performed such a heinous act on a weaker individual. You ready? We doing this? I guess so. Alright, I think it's time. But first, let's save. And like I said, I'm gonna be doing an awful lot of saving. Okay. We have no choice, right? We have to do this. Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked towards the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. Yep, here we go. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. As we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally, it came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated! Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? What's different? Don't waste your time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Very
Good, good. You're rip raring to go. Gotta say I don't hate it. Not at all.
well.
Okay then, let's get this show on the road.
Thrills, chills, kills.
Everyone, please find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. Dude, do we have to do this every time? A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Yes, we'll save again, because I am crazy. All right. Okay. I need to look through some stuff. Okay, so the Monokuma file. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki, 2 a.m. Body was discovered in the girls' locker room. Cause of death was a blow to the head. Okay, Sakura's account. Although Chihiro wanted to get stronger, she declined. Right, so Chihiro did not want to hang out with the girls. And I think that's why she was in the boys' locker room. Dumbbell found on the floor of the girls' locker room had a significant amount of blood on it. Chihiro had told anyone willing to listen that she wanted to get stronger. Some assumed that due to her inferiority complex about being weak, she admired strength more than anything else. To unlock a locker room, you need an e-handbook. You need a male student's handbook for the boys' locker room. Okay, so this is... Yeah, so according to what we learned, you could use a dead kid's e-handbook. And we think that's what happened. I think somebody's got Leon's handbook. And whoever that person is probably the person that did it. Because... Well, unless Chihiro's missing hers. No, I think it's the murderer that's missing a handbook. Yeah, okay, so these are those. There's a broken one. Genocide Jack case file. They were killed in the same way and mounted to the wall. The word bloodlust was found at the scene written in blood. Profile indicates the killer is likely a student suffering from a split personality. Now, the other reason I suspect Byakuya is that he's probably the only person with the funds to be able to get away with this. He did say that his parents are part of some secret society that control the world. Who else would be better at hiding their tracks? I don't think Toko would be able to do that. So, I don't know. Chihiro seems to have consciously kept her distance from the other girls, which is the other reason I don't think it's Toko, because Toko's a girl. I mean, obviously, but you know. All right, so this is the coffee stain that Sakura dropped, but it's in the boys' room for some reason. The two locker room posters were switched. Chihiro's e-handbook was not found on her corpse and has gone missing. So it's... Oh, wait, that's possible. It's her... I think it is hers that's broken. Her body was tied up by the extension cord. The stain disappeared. The library desk lamp does not have the extension cord anymore. But that also means it could possibly not be Byakuya because he uses that lamp all the time, so... I don't know. On the night of the murder, right before nighttime, Chihiro was spotted leaving the warehouse. It seems she was stuffing some blue exercise... Oh, yeah, we never found out where that duffel bag was. The clothes were not found in the scene. Okay. Alright, so that's everything. Yes? Yeah, okay. Set skills. I've got a lot of SP now. I did get some SP from Chihiro, thankfully, before she died. I need to make friends with some other people. I think that's all I really need to do right now. Alright, here we go. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
Okay. First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the final blow, and I'm going to be a crazy person and save, like, every 5 minutes. Okay. Alright, I'm using the controller this time, so hopefully it helps with my aim. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to switch. Locker room dumbbell.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Which is correct.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Well, what button am I pressing?
It was an iron pipe.
What button am I pressing? It's not working.
Interesting.
What the hell?
That certainly
Oh,
would
it's
make for a
Y.
powerful weapon.
Okay.
Poor Chihiro.
I gotta shoot at the iron pipe thing. Okay. Okay, I had to restart the game because I can't use the controller. It's impossible. I can't click things fast enough. I'm clicking the wrong buttons. So, I had to restart, and I'm back on keyboard and mouse now, and that's gonna be what I use because I can't deal with the controller. It's not working. So, let's try this again.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
It appears it was... According to the Monokuma file,
What kind of blunt instrument?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Interesting.
There it is. Okay.
That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
How am I had to slow it down with a Wait, what? I didn't hit it?
Chihiro's fatal injury.
Are you kidding? Alright, I'm gonna go
Appears
slower
it was
this
a
time.
head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt
I think I have to...
instrument. But
Right, okay.
what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
There.
No, that's wrong.
Okay. Good lord, that was ridiculous.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
looked at her head wound?
Yay! That's
Well, I mean, somebody had to look at it.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
You're gonna pin it on Toko.
For real?
It's you, Byakuya.
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Is he maybe like that deluded that he is just he's trying? Okay, so here's what I think. he tried to be a copycat because he's got this fascination with Genocide Jack. So he's trying to pin it on Genocide Jack. Like he's actually getting off on thinking that he's Genocide Jack right now. That's my theory. I think it is Byakuya. Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Do you want to hear more? Yes. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Good, because I'm already having trouble with them. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. But there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the right mouse button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim. Great. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. Yeah, I've got it on kind, in which case you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so
wait, what the hell?
Speaking of Genocide Jack,
I hit the button and it didn't let me. Ugh. If the thing Byakuya showed me on the archive, one look of that and anyone would be convinced. It shows that this was the work of Genocide Jack, but it doesn't. All right, I get.
Is Genocide Jack.
No, it's
I'm
not.
sure of it. Case
okay,
closed,
so the purple lines are
as
the
far
white
as I'm
noise.
concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Ooh, that was close.
That's wrong.
Holy moly, that was close.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
Kind of a good question.
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail.
What is it in the school? Or did you, like... I don't know.
According to the file,
did you bring it
there
with you?
appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Booblust.
This guy.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
Boob lust. Jesus.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Okay. The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, if I'm not mistaken, it has to do with how the victim is positioned.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way.
Yep.
Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro is most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only
it's totally
high-level police
Byakuya.
officials were aware of
This
it?
is what I think. He's got some sort of, like, fascination or obsession with Genocide Jack, and he wanted to be Genocide Jack, but he did it wrong because he didn't kill with scissors. And I think Toko either knows about it or he's trying to pin it on her for some reason. Like, I haven't figured all that out yet.
There's only one logical answer I can think of.
And that's why he's trying to pin it on
the
her.
The culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
And it can't be her because Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room.
Fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
Yeah, okay, then it's you, Byakuya. Nice try, though.
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
Okay, and plus, okay, I get that Chihiro's tiny, but there's no way Toko's lifting her up and putting her on there.
You lie!
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember?
Bloodophobia.
What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle.
He's pinning it on her because he knows
Why
she's
is this
got
gotta be
multiple
so
personality
complicated?
disorder. I wonder if he figured out her secret. That must have been her secret, that she's got multiple personality disorder. His secret must be that he's obsessed with Genocide Jack. Ooh, I think I figured it out. It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she's just not one person, but multiple people, right? Alright. Hangman's Gambit. Z. E. Oops. B. What am I even looking for right now? Ugh. I should have saved. What is this word? Shit. What? What is this word? I have no idea what this word is. What makes sense? Z doesn't make sense and H doesn't make sense. I don't think another C does. L? No? Oh my god, I'm terrible at this. It can't be a Z. Why are all the Z's popping up? Wait, shit. Schizo! Oh my god. I'm an idiot. Okay, it's schizo. Oh, okay.
Now I understand.
Got it.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Can I save real quick? Yes. Okay, good, because that sucked. I'm gonna put it in a different one, just in case. I'm really glad I switched off a controller. I would have had a really hard time with it with that.
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have... what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
It's not her.
Perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, you want to pin it on her. You have been leading this investigation from the very beginning, and I don't trust you because you're a jerkface.
Not strange
It's a good reason to
behavior
not
after
trust somebody,
seeing
right?
The body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality, it has to do with her behavior. Her behavior changed.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back.
At least
She
my heart
fainted when she saw
come
Chihiro's
back,
corpse,
'cause that
and
would
then
suck otherwise.
when she woke up,
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna reread it. Well, okay, it doesn't prove anything.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tongue without permission.
not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm.
By the way, my dog is walking around upstairs. That's what that sound was.
In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can.
He took advantage of the fact that she's got a split personality. Like, as soon as he found out that she has a split personality, he decided to pin it on her. Now, I'm wondering if Genocide Jack actually does have a split personality, or if he just decided to put that in there to pretend. I mean, I don't know. Could he have possibly faked this evidence? Why not?
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
She did say something about that, but I don't think that's what she was. I don't think that's what she meant. I wonder if he convinced her that that's what it was. Did he convince her that she did it?
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in.
Because she did spend some time with him. I
It
wonder
was
if
to
he
keep
convinced
her other
her.
personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
No.
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation.
Yeah, in which you put thoughts
She
into her
told
head.
me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time.
That could have been metaphorical.
And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude.
That-
Isn't that right, Toko?
That could have been metaphorical. You're using her,
This
you
is all
butt.
a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame.
Oh,
You
I want
came
so
to me
bad
with your
to
tragic
pin it
little
on this
story.
guy. I hate him
didn't
so
ask you
much.
to.
I hate him so
This
much.
is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone.
Did she actually say that,
But
though?
in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry. I don't need to reread it. Well, okay. Is it possible that she could actually be Genocide Jack, but didn't actually kill him, and he's just using this as a way to pin it on her? Like, he's trying to be the Blackened that leaves. We already know he's got all of these, like, strategies and stuff in his head, and this is a game to him. Either she actually is Genocide Jack and she didn't kill him, or she does have multiple personality disorder and just was metaphorically saying that she's got a killer inside of her. Either way, Toko didn't do it. It didn't happen in the girls' locker room.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that.
I hate this
but
guy.
You weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
Plus, he took control of the investigation. It's him.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
I know those feels,
Well,
Toko.
The opening act is nearly finished. All
No.
that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second... Ugh!
Well, hello there. Is it me you were hoping to see?
Genocide Jill? Wait a minute. Could there be two of them? Genocide Jack and Genocide Jill? Could there have been two of them? She said something about a bad friendship, right? Could she have been working with Genocide Jack and then he somehow betrayed her or something? Like, maybe it is Byakuya, or Genocide Jack is still out there, but she's Genocide Jill? Okay, I don't know. Either way, I think Byakuya is just pinning this on her.
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko.
What the hell is with her tongue?
To you?
Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
I'm sorry, I don't believe this. No. It's not her.
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know.
I can't with that tongue.
Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Okay. This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane. It doesn't make any sense.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds.
Okay, either that or this Genocide Jill is actually just a pathologic liar. Because this doesn't make any sense at all.
Just kidding.
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
Yeah, this seems more like a pathologic liar personality than a murderous personality.
This should be enough to convince you.
No, it's really not.
This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate
God,
within 24
face.
hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret
Or why don't we just
was
see
about
what it
Genocide
was?
Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever
I
ruined.
feel like we need to see what these secrets were in order to know the truth.
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Huh?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre
You need a better imagination, Celeste.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. Thank you. Status of the dead body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
The modus operandi, that's where I need to click. Because it's different. It doesn't match completely.
Give it up. You killed her.
Okay. I have to just focus on remembering Chihiro's body. Yeah, it's the modus operandi. Okay, let's go.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
I didn't click that! Game, what the hell?
Shoot!
I did not... Are you kidding me? I did not click that.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
I'm gonna have to get rid of that one
Give it up.
first.
You killed her.
Alright, I gotta think about this.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
There it is.
No, that's wrong.
Okay.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that.
By the way, I should definitely be saving again. And I'm gonna put it in a different one just because my hearts are so low right now. Okay.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction.
So wait, is it actually her?
I consider myself
because
a
she knows about
and
this.
I have a very particular way of doing things.
Is she actually Genocide Jack?
Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything.
Has she always ever killed men? I'm just noticing something. Are all of her victims men? They're all men. Chihiro was a girl. That's another difference.
But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
As an Italian, I understand this reference, okay?
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here you'll see a clear difference. The victim's fatal injury.
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Yep.
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
It would be, yes.
And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That they're all men?
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here you'll see a clear... Yeah, what was used to suspend her?
I got it! Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
Okay, so she obviously is Genocide Jack, but she still didn't do this.
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences.
There's
but
three.
he's wrong.
The victims are all men.
Big Mac? Are you referring to
Big
me?
Mac!
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually
Yeah, it's that they're all men.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
There was a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it. If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is, I think I figured it out. Chihiro was a girl.
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye, right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
They're all dudes. Ken Harada, Tetsuhiro Honda, Soji Gaku, Kano Issei, Takeishi Yoshida. See, I wouldn't know this from looking at the names because I'm not great at identifying what the gender is in Japanese names. But just looking at these pictures, they're all guys. I'm not going to keep reading the names.
They were all guys?
Yep.
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men!
Please put your tongue back inside your mouth.
I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
Fan madam.
So since
Okay.
Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
That also makes sense for the name of this chapter now.
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles?
I love
Don't
how
be
she keeps
stupid.
talking about Italian food.
I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
Okay, I'm gonna save again, because I'm trying to be obsessive about it this time. Kind of like Toko is obsessed with Italian food and men.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Oh, you're trying so hard, dude.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival.
Yeah, that would be silly.
And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
That does make some amount of sense.
That's a good point.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Aren't they in the sewing kit?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my
Well,
own set of
do you have
high-class
those here?
envy of the entire world scissors.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
What? Hi!
She's fully equipped.
Oh my.
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway!
Okay.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
No, one other person
Yeah.
did.
That's why we figured it had to be the real deal, and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one other person. One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. Select someone. Hi! It you.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
I am indeed.
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer
he
so
didn't
hard
want to
was
be. He wanted to be the Blackened.
because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Now is not the time.
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
It does.
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking
When you
about
took
it
over
now,
the case?
the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
Wait, what did he say? And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Yeah, how would you know that? Let's start with the girls' locker room. Why not the boys, Byakuya? Why not the boys?
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls'
How did you
locker
know
room.
that it was Chihiro, though? We didn't know that Chihiro was dead yet.
Nothing strange about that,
No!
I'd say.
On the contrary, there's
We
something
didn't know it
very
was Chihiro.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest
Gladly,
of the class.
asshole. There is a clear contradiction, yes. I need to make it clear. A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? I guess. Next, we're going to add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or a contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to do a flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. I'm saving again. Or not. Can I save now? Make your argument. Wait! No?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Before we found the
If
body.
he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room...
Shut up!
You
Oh my god, look at
absolutely
Togo!
take it. That's a natural reaction for any guy.
Shut up!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
But
So,
how
of
did we
course,
know
I
that?
would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
Oh wait, I think I understand what I need to
Wish
do
you'd
now.
taken me with you.
Shut up! Because it doesn't make sense. How could he have known before we'd even found out? Okay, I need to make that contradiction clear. Alright,
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
before we
If he
found
was
the body.
acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take
Shut
it.
up!
That's a natural
I'm just gonna let
reaction
him
for
play through because
any
I don't
guy.
want to speed and then miss it.
The victim was Chihiro, who...
No, that's wrong.
And how did you know that, Byakuya?
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Unless we were the killer.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit.
Celeste, stop looking so shocked.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
How?
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. Well, he doesn't. He's an asshole. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it.
Hey, Senpai, thanks for helping me again.
We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences between this case and the other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there. What could it be? Make your argument. Library desk lamp.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... it was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right. It absolutely was.
then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life. Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
You know which one it is because the static, the white noise, goes in front of the one that it doesn't want you to click on. It wasn't. It was an electric cord or an extension
the
cord.
difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again?
I'm just gonna keep shooting these to give myself some extra time.
When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Yep.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Get it! God damn it!
Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden
I
away
tried!
somewhere.
Okay, I gotta be faster. I'm gonna keep giving myself some more time.
The cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with...
I don't want to go fast because I'm scared I'm gonna miss it. I gotta be real fast here.
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
God damn it!
Obviously, somebody
Oh
else
shit!
must have
I
had
didn't
it
mean to
hidden
do
away
that.
somewhere.
All right. Oh my god, he sounds hilarious when I go fast. All right. I'm gonna go fast.
What? The difference? You want me to explain? When I want to kill, and I use those same scissors.
But Chihiro, it was some kind of...
That's right!
Then there must be something
I gotta shoot the purple first. I have to.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Get it! Yes! Okay, I did it! All right.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Saving. Okay.
Then Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally
kill her
made
in
it
the
look
girls'
like
locker
Genocide
room.
Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
No. He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned, as if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Is he actually Genocide Jack?
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
No.
I don't think
He's
it's
got
rude
multiple
not disagreeing.
personality disorder too, doesn't he?
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
Kind of.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
I need to save again. I gotta. Okay.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you?
Your stupid
I
attitude.
killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait. What was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept... No, you cannot. No, I don't think so. There's definitely something wrong. The scene of the crime.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Gee, I don't know.
I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene?
Uh-oh. Got a reaction out of you, did we?
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, did you just, have an emotion? Did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up till now, maybe Byakuya never even realized the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else. Wait, what?
Hey, don't just move on without
So
permission.
he is multiple personality
What do you mean
then,
she
right?
was killed somewhere else.
Come on, Makoto.
Yeah.
If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that was switched between the boys and the girls' locker. Well, there was two things that were switched. But I think I need to focus on the posters right now.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some poster?
And yet you're still freaking
the
out.
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel.
That's one way to put it.
Don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
That's not the point right now, Genocide Jill.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
Yes.
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
Yes.
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Yep.
Protein coffee?
Which, by the way, is actually really delicious. I have done that before, after a workout. Sometimes before.
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
It's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved. Okay, so now I need to... Boys' locker room carpet.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
Yep.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the
To
murder
make it look
scene
like a
from
girl
one
did it.
locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
What?
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
To pin it on Toko.
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the
Well, that's a
boys'
good
locker
question,
room in the
too.
first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the
So
girls'
she...
locker room.
Oh, so she must have been the one to use Leon's then. Right? Because Leon's is the one that was missing. So she had to have been the one to use Leon's. And I guess she did that because she didn't want to run into any of the girls, right? Either way, unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave you guys on a cliffhanger because I got to go get my kids. So we will continue this in the next episode. I'll be finishing up the trial in the next episode. I think we should be able to finish it then. But I do have to go get my kids. Like I said, I can't make my episodes any longer than an hour. on the weekdays right now. On the weekends I can, but I can't do that right now. So I'm going to end here. If you guys enjoyed, and I know, I'm sorry, I am ending this on a cliffhanger, and now there's another few days before the next episode. I keep doing this. I'm sorry. I got to try and plan these better. But if you enjoyed this episode and you want to see more, please be sure to leave me a like and subscribe if you have not. You can also follow me on social media, which I have linked down below. And I will see you guys for the next episode, which tomorrow in the future, is Sims 4. And I will be continuing the Legacy Challenge. So until then, bye!